and then it's
All right. Well, I hope I'll go with you.
the end. Yeah, well, it's very easy. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. And then well, I'll take your hand.
So what may seem like a very trivial and obvious question, why believe in God? I like to ask different people because the general answer I know, I mean, I think everybody sort of knows why some people think we should believe in
Sure.
God. But I like to hear the nuances, the way people describe it, articulate it. So from a Islamic point of view, from your own personal view, I mean, what is the benefit for believing in God?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, it's a fair.
So what's the best answer you've ever heard for that? Have you thought about it?
Yeah, no, I'm not sure I can tell you that there's a best answer. The answer is generally operative in terms of the person. How it'll benefit you, and what's the benefit for you, and I guess what I'm looking for is answers that are not as obvious as that.
Sure. Well, for me, I don't feel like I have a choice. I don't really. I could give you a lot of whys, but for me, God is so self-evident that to not deny Him would like denying my own existence. Personally, I really feel that. Mm-hmm. I really feel it's impossible for me to not believe in God, because everything to me confirms God, and I've seen that in my own life, and I feel, there's a wonderful poem by Robert Frost about looking at the ocean. You ever seen that poem? The people along the sand, they all look one way, they turn their backs on the land, they look at the sea all day. Well, and then he says, the land may vary more, but wherever the truth may be, the people turn their backs and look at the sea. And it strikes me as, why do people look at the ocean? Because the land does vary more. Mm-hmm. What is it? What's the fascination with looking at the ocean? And I feel like a believer is the ones he's looking at the ocean, and the disbeliever is looking at the land. Mm-hmm. And then when the believer sees the whale, look at this, turn around, look, did you see? And then it's gone. Mm-hmm. And I feel like when you accept God, God will continually show you reasons to continue to believe in God. And when you reject Him, there's a verse in the Quran that says that we will remove our signs from people that show arrogance in the earth. And they can see every sign and they will not believe. And so the most important thing is the Catholics have this tradition of the skeptic's prayer, which I actually really like. This idea of just saying, God, I don't know if you're there, but if you're there, help me find you. And I think if somebody really genuinely prayed that prayer, I think God would show up. And so I just believe God is real, and I believe that God does present that reality to people that are willing to just humble themselves and say, I believe.